Are traditional manual data workflows heading for the graveyard? Well, welcome to today's Explainer, where we're unpacking a massive existential crossroads facing one of the absolute most beloved visual analytics platforms out there, KNIME. If you work in data, you know firsthand that artificial intelligence is making what used to feel cutting edge look old within just a few product cycles. So today, we're really digging into whether a manual, node-based platform can actually survive in an era where literally everyone expects an AI assistant to just build their workflows for them.
Just a quick note before we really get going, full credit for the insights driving today's deep dive goes to Assignment on Click. Their incredibly thorough look at KNIME's corporate identity and market positioning is the foundation for everything we're about to explore.
And that brings us to the ultimate high-stakes question at the center of our source material. As AI completely reshapes data science, can KNIME survive the revolution, or is it just destined to become a legacy tool? The answer to this matters immensely, especially to the students, data scientists, and organizations that have invested literally years into building up their KNIME workflows. To answer that, we've broken things down into 5 key areas. First, the AI analytics revolution. Then, the hidden dangers for KNIME. Third, the risks of failing. Fourth, breakthroughs and innovations. And finally, adapting for the future.
All right, kicking things off with part 1, the AI analytics revolution.
So here is the core tension reshaping the market right now. We are moving from essentially assembling machinery by hand, searching for nodes, connecting ports, manual debugging, to just having a conversation with our data. Today's users expect to just describe their objective, upload a dataset, and have an AI instantly auto-generate the code and explain the results. When you compare that, the traditional manual node building process can suddenly feel really slow.
Now, to be fair, KNIME still packs a massive punch with over 300 connectors and integrations with popular machine learning libraries. That is a huge level of access. Plus, its visual nature offers incredible transparency. You can easily audit a sequence of analytical decisions, which is absolutely fantastic for teaching and collaboration. But, as our source points out, a robust feature set alone doesn't guarantee survival when competitors are literally redesigning analytics from the ground up around generative AI.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 2, the hidden dangers for KNIME.
What's super interesting here is that KNIME isn't just fighting off faster AI tools, it's actually battling internal workflow complexity. A nice, clear visual process can quickly mutate into a confusing spaghetti bowl of loops and exceptions, what experts call visual technical debt. Combine that internal sprawl with the blistering pace of external AI innovations appearing way faster than a desktop platform can integrate them, plus skyrocketing performance expectations, and you start to see the intense squeeze KNIME is under.
So what happens if they don't navigate these dangers? Let's look at Section 3, the risks of failing. The big fear here is a devastating talent drain. Imagine students and junior analysts just deciding to invest their limited learning time elsewhere, migrating over to Python, SQL, and cloud platforms instead. Naturally, the community energy shrinks. Ultimately, KNIME risks getting trapped in what's called strategic ambiguity. That's a dangerous spot where it's seen as too technical for your average business user, but kind of not technical enough for advanced AI engineers.
And beyond just losing talent, there's a massive real-world business risk. A workflow might look completely perfect, visually speaking, on your screen, but it can absolutely hide severe flaws. Things like data leakage, biased training data, or completely hallucinated business logic. If AI makes it super easy to build workflows, but verification doesn't keep up, organizations are going to rapidly lose trust in those automated decisions.
But hey, KNIME is definitely not standing still. Let's pivot to Section 4, breakthroughs and innovations.
Enter KNIME 5.11 and the introduction of KAI. This proves they totally get the need to blend conversational speed with visual trust. KAI tackles that criticism of manual effort head-on. It answers questions, suggests nodes, and generates scripts right through a dynamic chat. If they can make KAI completely reliable, it's the perfect hybrid. You get the lightning-fast speed of AI generation paired directly with the clear, auditable structure of a visual workflow.
And then the source introduces this absolute game changer, the agentic AI framework. This concept is all about redefining KNIME from a passive beginner tool into a really powerful orchestration layer. Instead of an AI just spitting out text, an AI agent can actually reason across different tools and use your existing KNIME workflows as actionable tools. Think of it more like an automated project manager that can independently select and deploy your workflows for you.
Because let's face it, organizations rarely want to be locked into a single AI provider. So KNIME's open-source DNA might actually be its ultimate defensive advantage. It can act as this neutral, independent orchestration layer that connects visual workflows with Python, R, databases, and a whole bunch of different large language models. When AI vendors and prices are changing basically overnight, having an open layer to coordinate the whole shebang becomes incredibly valuable. So how do both the platform and you, the user, prepare for what's next? That brings us to Section 5, Adapting for the Future. Here's the absolute biggest takeaway for you right now. Relying purely on traditional nodes, it's just not going to cut it anymore if you want to future-proof your career. You can't just wait for the software vendor to solve everything. You need to become a hybrid analyst. That means treating nodes as transparent building blocks, sure, but pairing them with real domain knowledge, SQL, Python, and strict AI oversight. From KNIME's perspective, the whole design has to shift toward intent. Instead of manually dragging and dropping every single piece, you just state the business goal. The AI automatically generates a plan. You, the human expert, step in to inspect and approve it, and then you execute. The AI handles the grunt work under your supervision, keeping things transparent but incredibly fast.
Looking out to 2030, our source maps out two very different futures for KNIME, depending entirely on how well they integrate speed and trust. In the negative scenario, KNIME is respected but kind of pushed aside to legacy automation and niche processes. But in the stronger scenario, KNIME becomes this highly dependable workflow engineer, and KNIME evolves into a dynamic, neutral governance layer across all your models, clouds, and data sources.
So, we'll leave you with this final, provocative thought, directly from the source material. The question is no longer if AI will change KNIME, but if KNIME can adapt fast enough to actually lead the charge. Can it deliver the speed, the interoperability, and the rock-solid trust needed to become the operating layer of the AI era? We are definitely going to be watching that closely over the next few cycles. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep your eyes peeled on how these tools keep